Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to improve your serve quickly. Alright, enjoy. Tip number 1, grip strength, okay? As we go up to hit our serve, it is very important when we're hitting the serve to not feel like we are giving the racket a death grip. When we grip the racket tightly, we're actually going to stiffen our arm and the whole motion is going to get more compact and not as fluent, okay? We want to have, if you're thinking about a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being that death grip I was just talking about, and 1 being like you're going to drop your racket, you want to be about a 3 out of 10 with your grip strength, okay? About a 3. That allows you to feel like you're throwing the racket out. It allows you to feel like you're accelerating the racket head. You're not trying to accelerate your arm. You're trying to accelerate your racket head speed with the racket. That's how you get a little bit more power on your serve. That's going to really help the racket speed up. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you feel stronger. It's going to make the serve feel faster. Give it a go. Alrighty, let's talk tip number 2, the ball toss. Now this arguably is the most important part of your serve, okay? If our ball toss is consistently going behind us and we're making contact back here, we're having to float the serve and loft it rather than feel like we're able to accelerate through the motion, okay? So the idea is when we're tossing the ball, with your non-dominant hand, you want to keep that straight and out in front of you. A really easy thing to do during the motion is to want to bring the arm back, and that's going to make the ball toss go behind me, okay? And then my contact point obviously gets caught behind me too. As I do my motion, okay, there's different ways you can do your toss, but I like to do mine like a W with my arms, and my left arm stays out, okay? It's going to be here, out. That's going to get that ball toss to go in front, and notice how there my contact point would have been more in front there through the ball, would have allowed me to accelerate through and really get that racket head speed that I talked about in tip number 1. So really work with that ball toss, keep that left arm in front and keep it straight. Don't let it curl back in. That's going to be a bad habit that you get into of making that serve float. Yes, you may get it in, but you're going to lose that power that we're talking about in this video, okay? Okay, our tip number 3 we're going to talk about is having a set routine before we hit the serve, okay? It's really easy if we make a mistake to want to rush the next point. We'll say, okay, whatever, let's move on to the next point, let's get going with that. That's the last thing that you want to do. You want to take your time between points, especially if you've played a bad point. If you're playing well and you're feeling good, great, speed things up a little bit, but you still always want to have that set routine. What you'll notice is if you start to miss a couple of shots and you rush between shots, these things will start to snowball. Next thing you know, it's 3 games later and you've let those couple of shots that you missed on that first service game affect you, and it's really affected your game overall. So having a set routine allows you to breathe a little bit, it allows you to get calm, it allows you to kind of set. My personal set routine is to take 3 bounces and look at my target where I want my serve to go. It's going to look something like this. I'm just going to line up, 1, 2, 3, look at my target, and then go ahead and hit my serve, okay? That just gets me relaxed. I can take a deep breath. I can feel like I'm ready to hit the serve. And also when I'm relaxed, my racket head speed is going to come through quicker. That's going to be a big plus for adding power to our serve. Alrighty guys, it's recap time. Let's talk about those 3 tips that we ran through today. Tip number 1 is our grip strength. Scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the death grip, 1 being like we're going to drop the racket. We want to be about a 3. That's going to give us a nice flexibility with our racket. It's going to allow us to accelerate it and generate more racket head speed through the motion. Tip number 2, we're talking about our left arm staying straight during the ball toss, okay? Not curving in, not going way ahead of us. We're keeping that left arm straight and in front. That's going to get our ball toss to go in front and allow us to get a better contact point with the ball. Step number 3, we're talking about is our set routine before we hit, okay? Whenever we rush it and we get ourselves in a bad spot, the serve's going to get a little bit worse because we're getting a little bit tight and a little bit tense. When we have a set routine, it's like a reset button. We just press that reset button, we're ready to reset the point, we're ready to go for the next ball. Let's see how that looks, okay? Okay, so I'm lining up, I've got my 3 bounces, I'm nice and relaxed with my grip, I'm looking at my target, left arm stays straight, and I hit my serve through the court. That one felt good, all right? Those 3 tips is going to help give you more power on your serve, and they're pretty simple to put into play. I'd love to hear how it went. Give it a try. Drop it below in the comments. If you've got any suggestions you want me to work on, let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. Thanks for watching.